get into it. Okay, part 2 of our lovely trek playing Solo Nightmare. Let me know if the stream looks a little better this time. I adjusted some settings down to 30 FPS. I know 60 would be a little smoother, but I don't think my processor is really designed to handle playing and streaming at 60 FPS. So sacrifices must be made. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are playing Solo Nightmare Warrior Dragon Age Origins with a whole bunch of DLC, all that good stuff, mods and so on. Got my lovely lady Elven Warrior here, two-hand weapon style. Have picked up Indomitable, and we have just arrived in Ostagar, so we are off to do a whole bunch of running around the camp, basically, before we head into the Kokari Wilds to
Hey, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
You must not have a mouth.
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
I'm fine, thanks.
Good luck to you, then.
Later, helpful soldier. Human scum. Let's see if we wander over here.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
We have people doing mysterious things while being cloaked in fog. Over here, we have some mysterious person who clearly is not important at all.
Greetings, young lady. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed.
My hands are
You should be
huge.
proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
It's legit. I'm Jaina.
Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us
Thanks.
all, in fact.
It's not luck but skill that will
And I'm
save
sure
us.
you have plenty of that to offer. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
Yeah, I should get
Well,
going.
don't let this old mage distract you from your duties. I'm sure Duncan has much for you to do.
Alright, so like, if it wasn't for the fact that I've played this game about 8 times, I definitely would have stayed and chat with her more. This is one of those streams where, like, I wholeheartedly recommend anybody that is watching this, go play the game first. Play it on normal, have a good time with it. It's super good. The story is awesome. I'm probably going to be breezing through a lot of this stuff because I just know it so well, and I kind of want to just test myself
Any last
at
wishes
combat.
I can help fulfill before you head into battle?
Davith
Life
gonna
is
straight up be hitting
fleeting,
on
you
this
know.
chick. She's like,
That
yo, you
pretty
be
face
creeping.
would be
Stop with the
decorated some
creeping.
dark
He's like, nah,
dwarf
dog, that's
You
all
there,
I do.
elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously?
Preposterously, yo, I will mess you up. Are you mistaking me for a servant?
What? Oh, you're the one who arrived with the Grey Wardens.
Yeah.
Please, forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... It's simply been so hectic. I never thought...
Uh-huh.
But please, pardon my terrible manners. I am just the quartermaster, a simple man.
I'm
no
just
one
a dick.
special.
No, I'm no one special. Whatever. Perhaps you should treat your servants more kindly.
Yeah, yes, of course, you're very right. Did you come for some supplies, perhaps?
I did. What do you got?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course, to keep morale up, you understand.
Keep morale up. Let me see your other
So long
goods,
as you
dog.
keep it quiet.
I mean, I will. I mean, look at me. Ooh, these are expensive, huh? I've got, like, no money right now. So, Buddy Lee here's got some items. Most of them are not worth a whole heck of a lot. The heavy chainmail is pretty good, actually, but we've got other stuff that's better. The big things are some of these things like acid flasks and bombs and whatnot, which I'll probably be picking up because I want to have a little bit of AoE, which I normally don't get since I'm playing solo. I might keep this trap. Nah, I don't need it. And I don't need the Mabari Crunch or the double baked Mabari Crunch since I'm not going to be using the dog. Keep the warmth bomb. So, one of the things that you will probably notice right away is if you've played through the Golems of Amgarak DLC and you beat the final boss of that on, I think, Nightmare difficulty, possibly, you get an item called the Reaper's Cudgel. It's actually a pretty good item, But as good as it is, it's worth 339 gold sovereigns. Now, this is going to be the first, probably only major cheese that I do that I would consider super cheesy. To some extent, I'm going to sell this because I don't need it, but that money is super good. We're also going to go ahead and sell... Wow, that's actually a pretty good item. Holy crap. It's got +6 attack and armor penetration? Too bad it's not two-handed. We're probably going to sell this. It's a good item as well. DLC item, but like we can't use it. I might keep that bow. Sell both of those. I think sell this. I'm pretty sure I have a bow. We can... The Dragon Bone Cleaver is actually a pretty solid axe, but it's not great. And the nice thing about it is it has 3 rune slots, which are pretty powerful, but I think we're going to have better equipment. Then again, I don't know. It's a pretty cool item, so we'll probably hold on to these for the time being. We can sell this, we can sell this, we can sell all this leather equipment, the boots, the chainmail. We can go ahead and sell the Blood Dragon plate. It's good, but you don't get it until too late, so why bother? Can get rid of that. Venom Guard Shield. The Bulwark of the True King is a really nice shield too, but we're going to be selling that. Let's get rid of those wedding clothes. That. Vestments of the Seer we can sell. Yeah, I might just put that on somebody. I don't really need the 2 gold. Yeah, and Fencer's Cinch we can get rid of. Definitely get rid of our wedding ring. We don't want to keep that around. Memory Band doesn't do much. It's like 1% experience earned, which really doesn't do dick for you. Sash of Forbidden Secrets we're going to sell because... So this is a good item. This is an insanely good item if you're playing a mage, which I might do at some point. Might do a solo mage run and try that out where I'm not doing the Arcane Warrior thing but actually trying to play them as a spellcaster. And this is just bonkers. You get this combined with the Vestments of the Seer, which you can basically wear right from the get-go of the game, and you just... It's crazy OP. But I ain't above that. But we're going to sell it because we're doing the solo thing. And now we've got just a ridiculous amount of gold. We don't need Embry's mini pockets. It's nice. We don't need it. I'll hold on to some of these other ones just in case. Pearl of the Anointed is not bad. Amulet of the War Mage we definitely don't need. Wolf Charm we definitely don't need. Mark of Vigilance is good, but we definitely don't need it. And the Guildmaster's Belt we don't need. Okay, so... Now all of a sudden we've got a lot of cash, which means we can do stuff like buy all 3 of these health poultices, which are super useful. The Soul Rot Bomb, Acid Bomb, and Fire Bomb. Injury kits would be good, but I'll take the Nature Salve and that, and the Rock Salve, just in case. Do I want Fire Bomb recipe? Is improved poison making. Rock Salve... Those might be useful, but I probably don't need them enough to really spend to get that. I don't think it's necessary. Don't think it's worth it, friends. So we're just going to stick with this. Now the reason I'm picking that stuff up is, like I said, this will give me some AoE, which will be very helpful. And we really don't need poison making to be on there. I also like to do that.
Shall I take that?
What I usually try to do as well...
Oh, well, too bad.
Shut up, Davith. I always put anything I'm going to reuse regularly, I'll throw on this 1 to 0 set, and then all of my like modal abilities, for example, I'll put over here because I don't need ready access to them to the same degree. Other stuff to do. So there's a couple little questy things you can do in this area that are pretty good for some experience and armor. Armor, equipment, items, gold, whatever. Specifically this guy. What's up, naked dude?
Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner.
Good lord.
I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
No, I haven't.
I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you.
I mean, I do, but you've got an erection,
All I want
bro.
is
I don't
food
know
and
about
water.
that.
They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Why would I want to help you?
Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in.
Yeah, I know what
I
he's
can't use
got.
it from
He's
here.
got a little chest,
But I
all that
trade
good
you for some
stuff. They
food.
didn't find the
I swallowed
key
it.
because he swallowed it.
But it's-
And goodbye.
What? What in Andraste's name did you do that for? Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't give you the right to go and kill anyone you please. Explain yourself.
Explain myself. He spit on me. He lunged at me. I had to defend myself.
I suppose you did it there. Fair enough. Well, no skin
I love how he just
teeth. When
buys
they ask
that.
me why he's dead, that's what I'll tell them.
Cool. You do that. Yeah. So, you have to basically do this next section when it turns to nightfall. And that happens after you go through some other quests. The nightfall thing is pretty legit. It basically opens. What ends up happening is you have a key now to open this chest, but since there's this guy standing here, it won't let you just open it, since you're technically not supposed to be able to get access to it. So you wait. Other things we have to do, actually, before I go talk to Alistair, there's another elf running around. So the quartermaster mentions that he's looking for some elven character to bring him armor or whatnot, right? You can actually find that courier, and if you've got, I don't know if I have the persuasion to do it, but we're going to try. You can get an item off them if you have enough in persuade.
Look carefully, men.
I have only the one rank, but that might be enough. A little bit of world building going on over there. Dude's firing bows. You see that a lot in this game. Usually firing them at you. Where are you? The Elven Courier, I think, like, moves around randomly, so they're not always, like, guaranteed to be in one place. They usually can be found up there by those soldiers. We're just going to go ahead and grab some items. Just basically extra gold. Other good thing I'll probably end up doing is you are going to have some party members meet up with you soon. I will almost certainly just strip them naked and take all of their stuff at some point so that I can sell it.
There are lots of dogs.
For reasons that will become apparent fairly soon into all this. I'm holding down the tab button as I run around, which is what's highlighting different items and these signs and stuff. It's a great way to sort of keep an eye on where you need to go, what items can be touched or interacted with, things like that. Let's see, Mabari, kennels, here we go.
Good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed.
What's up, strange person?
I could use some help.
Could you now? What's the problem? Alright, why would I help you?
This beast is in the king's service, just like you and I. This is a Mabari, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood.
Did
I
he?
have medicine that might help. I need him muzzled first.
Why do you think I could muzzle him?
You're a Grey Warden, or soon will be. All wardens are immune to the darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks.
Fine, whatever.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works.
So I want to say,
to have to put him down.
in some version of this game, they almost certainly had the idea that the dog wouldn't react well to you, but that's kind of broken, so the dog always sort of loves you. So we're gonna, now you could kill the dog right here, if you're not human. I think if you're human, you can't. But as a non-human character, you can kill the dog, but there's really no reason to do that, so easy, buddy. It's alright, you look like a giant
Now I
bull.
can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come
Yeah.
to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I mean, probably.
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember.
It's a fetch
If you
quest,
happen
is it?
across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white with a blood-red center.
Alright, so fine, I'll see if I can find it.
Good.
Yeah, it is good. Good for some experience.
You there,
Ash
elf.
Warriors.
What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Tern Logain that
If
the
you
war
have business
party's
with the
ready
Ash
to begin
Warriors, I
scouting.
suggest you speak
We'll
to
send
our
word if we
commander.
find anything amiss.
Yes, sir.
There's a random knight, some elf fruit, which I may very well go pick up actually. That can be used if I ever pick up a level of herbalism, which I might pick up like the first level of herbalism if I have enough skill books. To do so, that can be good because you can make lesser health poultices out of it. Lesser health poultices are definitely way better on like other mages, really.
Hello.
Messenger.
I'm sorry. Is there something you needed?
I just wanted to talk.
Are you the new Grey Warden recruit? I was just walking by when I heard. It must be exciting to be so important. Wait, you aren't here to tell me I'm in trouble, are you?
I am afraid
And
so.
what is... Oh, wait. Are you the one I'm supposed to give Sir Garland's sword to? Because I think the smith's done with it.
No, she's not going to do that to her elven buddy. No, I need to bring a message to Alistair. No. Taryn Logan. No, that's right.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
You go about your business. So, you can persuade him to give you that sword. It's a pretty decent longsword. If you're using long swords, it's nice. You can also talk to Logain over here. I'm just role-playing that she wouldn't do that to a fellow elf. It just seems like kind of a dick move, really. And it is a dick move, frankly. If you talk to Logain's guard, you can actually talk to Logain. I don't know, he might be important later. Hard to say. Otherwise, really, most of the little minor equipment we've already picked up here. So, there's some other people you can talk to randomly, but what we have to do now is go meet Alistair to actually move things along, which is what we're going to do. We're probably going to go talk to him, get our first set of quests, and move out into the wilds, maybe get into a fight or two, and then move on for the night.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
Haven't they?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens by the King's orders, I might
I'm a
add.
jerk,
I've
blar.
asked her to write a note.
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Oh,
Enough.
Alistair.
I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
Fool? Goodness.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
Is it? You're a very strange human.
You're not the first to tell me that. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage.
No, but you're foxy. We haven't met. You must be Alistair.
And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
I can't prepare on my own?
I know. I felt the same way when I did this. Unfortunately, they don't give us much choice. You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens.
No?
I wonder why that is.
Why? You probably won't. Probably because we're too smart for you. Yeah, sounds about right.
True, but if you're here, what does that make you?
Eager to get going. Just one of the boys. So not interested. There's a couple good ways. There's a couple good ones in there. Just one of the boys?
Sad, isn't it? So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
Can't say that I have, but I'm not going to say that out loud. So have
When
you?
I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan.
Another?
I imagine he's eager to get things started.
Bro, by the end of a normal game, you could probably kill like 300 Darkspawn. Don't have to accompany blah blah blah. Other recruits. Looking forward. All right, let's
If
go.
you have any
Whatever.
questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Lead on, Macduff. And off we go. So, I really, really like Alistair quite a bit. He's grown on me a ton. He's also a really good character mechanically, but mostly he's just hilarious and entertaining and awesome, and his romance is really good. And yeah, he's the man. But we're not going to be using him much. Now, in this first section of the game, if you're soloing, you can't actually run around truly solo. So just like in the prologue, what I'm going to end up having to do, basically, is have my characters hold position and keep them out of the fight while I go up and kill stuff.
You found Alistair?
We'll see how it goes.
Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations.
Sure am,
Assuming,
boss.
of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
Oh,
I apologize, Duncan. I'll go collect who we're missing.
Poor Alistair and his daddy issues.
This is Sir Jory, a knight from Redcliffe.
How'd you do?
And this here
I mean,
is
that was
Daveth,
good.
a fellow from Denerim.
A fellow.
Charmed, milady.
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan said he was bringing.
That's me, the new girl. Can we get on with this?
Let us begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood.
3 vials of blood, got it.
Recruit.
And the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Well, that seems useful. Find archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood. What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago.
Seems
they were
important.
once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
Foreshadowing.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Let's get some... Right, we got a party and stuff. We got some quests and shit, so we're gonna meander our way out and do a quick save. Always good to save regularly. And into the wilds we go.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there.
I mean, I was
Even a Grey
planning
Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
on not being careful, to be honest with you. I kind of figured, like, that would be more fun, but if you insist. Okay, so here we go. There's going to be some combat coming up right away. Some wolves and stuff will attack us, so we will see how this goes when they come after us, shall we? There they are. And let's see. First one's coming from right here. So what we're gonna do is we're going to you guys just come here. Alright. And let's do this thing, shall we? And boom.
Look at this
Attack!
man.
Oh boy. So we've already got a big group coming. Let's see if we can finish one off with a mighty blow. Very good. And off we go to the next set of wolves. Knock them down. Oh, there's a lot. I am not really taking much in the way of damage. Really no damage at all. So I'm not going to bother dropping my potions yet. I think I'm pretty good to go. I'll shift backwards a little so they don't quite get all that flanking on me. Knock them down. Let's see if I can get my back more up against the wall, as it were. Mighty blow. Should be able to finish them off very good. And we just sort of rinse and repeat. A little bit slow going, but it does the trick. That clipping, though. Yeah, they all snarl quite a bit. Oh! Apparently pressing B gets rid of the UI. Neat. Exciting. Alright. One more time, and then we're going to come here. Just knock it down. And mighty blow. So you can see what just happened there is before I even finished the full swing of the animation, I was able to trigger that ability, which gave me an attack almost immediately. Which can be pretty important. It can circumvent a lot of that like delay that'll happen. I'm gonna double check. I'm pretty sure this is on Nightmare. It feels like shockingly easy. It's probably because I've got such high armor for this level. Like, you're not really supposed to be running around with 17 armor at this point. I mean, not really. So we're just gonna go ahead and boom, knock you down.
Come now, defend yourself.
Oh, who's attacking? No, bad Javeth.
Victory shall be mine.
Yes.
To that end, actually, we're gonna switch. I don't want him to be getting range attacks on accident. Okay. First little combat there, good to go. We are on Nightmare. There you go. Yeah, it's just that 17 armor is super OP at this level. Let's make it a little more OP. Alright. So, those guys are just going to kind of end up hanging back, which is fine. I wonder if they will skip up here. Oh, interesting. Alright, so we gotta have them come meet us. Whoop, there's Alistair. And I think... Oh, it's that guy. That's the guy. Alright, so we're gonna go over and talk to Missionary Jogby here, by which I mean take letter off his corpse. There's a couple of quests in the Kokari Wilds. All of them are worth doing. You get some extra loot. Some of it's pretty good. You also get some, a bunch of experience and other stuff. Experience being pretty useful. But we're gonna go have a conversation with Dying Dude.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
I am splattered in
My
blood.
scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Ah, poor bastard. Let's try to bandage him up at least.
I have bandages in my pack.
Not gonna make much of a difference,
you.
but
Oh,
maybe it does.
Get out of here.
Alright, get back to camp. Let's see if we can keep you alive until the taint takes you, and then we'll have to kill you anyway.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
Dude, quit
There
whining.
are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Overcoming is a dangerous part of our test. You sound like a coward to me, dog.
I'm simply trying to stay alive. You do not see me fleeing, do you?
That's
a
a
bit
fair
of
point.
fear isn't unnatural, you know. Few relish meeting Darkspawn up close. I know I don't.
Let's just get this over
Know
with.
this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise.
Except for all those
That's
times they
why
do later in the game.
You
but
see,
hey.
Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Oh, Alistair, you and your little goatee / soul patch. So cute. Hey, by the way, random question for all you guys watching out there, but do you think he looks familiar? Huh? You look a little familiar, like anybody else you might have seen? No? Just keep that in the back of your head. What do we got? Alright, let's run around. There's definitely a lot of little backtracking and other crap we have to do, which can be super annoying, but it's well worth it. Okay, real quick. So here's that flower they were talking about. As you can see, based on the description, also it glows. Also, you can just hover over it and it tells you what it is. So finding a lot of these quest items is not super hard. And we have Darkspawn. Alright, so next, this is our first encounter with Darkspawn. We're going to keep those guys back. We're going to let them come to us, basically. Because I don't want those guys on the hill to have too much of a clear shot on me. So I'm actually going to kind of try to step back here as much as I can. And keep them from surrounding me. Oof. See, alright, right there, this is why this build is hopefully going to be successful. They both just did a shield bash on me. Shield bash is an ability that will knock you down if you fail a check. The nice thing about me having this indomitable skill is I can't be knocked down. Even if I would have failed the check, which is more likely if you're playing on Nightmare, for example. This way, I don't have to worry about it. They can just bash me all they want. It's fine. So, we should probably finish that guy off. Oh, stop attacking. These dudes have a lot of hit points. So we're gonna have to be a little. We're definitely gonna have to be more careful, judicious with our use of powers, and make sure that we don't get overwhelmed here. Even with the good armor I have and the extra bonuses I'm getting from that, it can definitely turn scary pretty fast. Oh, come on now. Boom. There's my first vial of Darkspawn blood. I've got a mod that will, I'm gonna see if I can run backwards to break combat. No, he's still got a target lock on me with his bow. So I will have to go ahead and pop one of my lesser health poultices. Hope that he continues to miss. Thankfully, they are terrible shots, it seems. Alright, so we're going to run up here. Guys with arrows definitely are, in many respects, the scariest things we're going to fight. Because they usually come in large packs, and they will pincushion you. From afar. And if it takes you a while to close, especially if you're playing a melee character, that can be really frightening. We got him. Let's go ahead and pommel strike this guy. The pause I'm doing is basically a way to more efficiently distribute my attacks. Since you can try to interrupt their attacks and stuff. That berserk ability of his is actually a specialization ability, which I might be able to get at some point.
You're getting sloppy.
Okay. And it's giving him like some stamina penalty and some other stuff like that, but it makes him hit harder and gives him a little bit of health regen. So definitely a little close on the hit points there, but we got some new equipment and we will heal up pretty fast. The nice thing about this game, one of the things that makes it much more doable to solo than other games in the series even, is that you heal like really fast outside of combat, and you in fact heal at all outside of combat, which not all the Dragon Age games let you do. I'm just checking to see if I got anything particularly useful. Not really. Let's make sure that's equipped. This mod I'm using that takes your helmet off actually takes your helmet off, so that does mean sometimes you have to keep an eye on it to make sure that it triggers right in combat, because helmets are pretty damn useful. Might have to disable that mod at some point, depending, because I'm going to need full set bonuses from certain things later that require helmets potentially. So we've got a lot of Darkspawn over here. You can see at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably 8 Darkspawn. That's pretty scary. There's also some trail signs. There's some other stuff we got to do around here. So we're going to save. We're going to see about taking them out. And then possibly wrapping up the stream for the night. I think this is a good amount of time. Kind of test it out. So alright, we've drawn aggro on a couple of them. Let's see if we can lure them towards us. No. They're unfortunately both archers. Let me see if I can run up on top of the cliff and just try to pull. So when I said that whole thing about not using a lot of cheese, obviously I was lying. There are certain things I will have to do to try to survive that some might consider cheesy, possibly because they are. There's one fight that actually is in this section of the game that's going to be really interesting because it's a pretty tough combatant. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with picking up Indomitable when I did. I think that was a good call. Well, I've got to reposition myself. Let's get over here. I don't want to be too open to archers from down this direction. Thankfully, a lot of them look like they've moved up or haven't engaged, like those genlocks over there. So I should be okay, but I gotta stop missing, man. These guys have a lot of hit points. Whew. I'm taking all this fire damage. We're gonna have to pop a lesser health poultice, and then retreat back here and go for the Hurlock. Let's just go for that guy. Knock him down. Try to get. Yep. Yeah, you can see that guy's missing a lot, which is really good. Helps me out quite a bit. God. This is too much. Probably gonna need another potion soon. I'm gonna finish this guy off first. Nope, I am gonna drink a potion. Full size health poultice this time. Just to give myself a little bit of extra oomph there. I got another acid flask, which is awesome because I can use that to take a couple of these bigger groups out. There you go. If you're playing with a party, like a two-handed warrior is really, really good. If you pair it with a mage that has haste active, holy lord. It is a good time. There you go. That's him dead, him dead, him dead. Let's go ahead and pick up some vials of Darkspawn blood. That ought to... Yep, I got all my Darkspawn blood that I need. So, and more. So we're going to go ahead and shunt over here. Try to take these guys out. Move around so that they can't quite... The archer can't quite get to me. At least not without moving.
This should be easy enough.
See, there's that mighty blow. That crit, though, a lot of damage.
Let's get started.
At least a fair amount of damage. I hit pretty hard, which is good. Especially for the level I'm at. But I mean, that's the benefit of some of these sort of really OP starting items you can get. And Snick. Alright, we're going to run over here. He's going to shoot flaming arrows at me. Thankfully he's missing.
This should be easy enough.
Mighty blow.
I'm badly injured.
I know. 36 hit points is a bit low. I can probably take one more hit. It's alright, there's nobody else attacking me. So we're going to try to save... I was going to try to save some more of my hit points. I can probably afford... There it goes. Nice. I'm trying to conserve some of these for some of the more, like the bigger boss type fights that come up later, even within this Sign of the Chastened is a really good one. Field journal and some gloves. There's also something that you will actually find here we'll have to backtrack for. To be honest, I've never quite figured out, there's not like a super efficient way that I've been able to find out to do this particular section of the game. Like a lot of sections of the game have a decent amount of backtracking, and there are some ways you can be like, well, really efficient in going about them. But this is one of those times where if you don't backtrack to one area, you end up backtracking to another area. It's always... You always end up having to do it at least once. These Chastened trail signs, though, which I don't know how, like, without using the tab, there's no way to actually see them. I honestly don't know, like, how you're supposed to do it without just abusing that tab key. But they will let you get access to some pretty cool little items if you find all of them, which is not terribly hard to do. We're going to come meet back up with my party. Just kind of standing around, holding out their swords. There they go. That's it, boys. And that's going to wrap up the stream for tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them in chat while I'm live, or in the comment section on Twitter, or to my on YouTube, or you can send them to me on Twitter at Captain Jandor. Thank you all for watching, and I will see everybody next time.